Call the roll.
Mr. Moore?
Here.
Mrs. Rich?
Here.
Mrs. Gallagher?
Here.
Mr. Kraftcheck?
Here.
Mr. Parzak?
Here.
The meeting is now open. Adequate notice of the meeting was provided by posting a copy of the time and place on the municipal clerk's bulletin board and mailing a copy of same to the press and the Cape May County Herald on January 4th, 2019. Will everyone please rise to salute the flag? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. First order of business is we're going to be swearing in a full-time police officer. Resolution 2019 S-89.
Mayor and Council, I offer Resolution 2019-S-89 for adoption.
Second?
This is to appoint a full-time police officer to the Stone Harbor Police Department, Officer Edward Ralph Donahue.
Clerk, call the roll.
Mr. Moore?
Yes.
Mrs. Rich?
Yes.
Mrs. Gallagher?
Yes.
Mr. Kraftcheck?
Yes.
Mr. Parzak?
Yes.
Will Officer Donahue please come up and be sworn in?
We need some photographs. You got somebody taking pictures?
I state your name.
I, Edward Ralph Donahue III,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will faithfully,
that I will faithfully,
impartially, and justly
impartially, and justly
perform all the duties of the office of police officer
perform all the duties
of the office
of the office of police officer
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability,
So help me God.
so help me God.
It's nice to see the whole family.
Got it. We'll work on that.
Clerk, do we have any communications?
Yes, Mary, we have a letter from the Garden Club. We thank you and all of your council members for the continued support of the Garden Club's plant sale on May 11th and 12th. Your support each and every year is most appreciated. That's all, Mayor.
Thank you. Can I have a motion to receive the communication?
So moved. Second?
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? May I have a motion concerning the minutes?
Yes, I'd like to make a motion that since all of the members of council have been provided with a copy of the minutes of the work session and the meeting of April 16th, 2019, and the work session and meeting of May 7th, 2019, if there are no additions or corrections, I move we dispense with the reading of the minutes and that they be approved.
Second?
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? We'll now have public comment. Anyone wishing to address mayor and council may do so at this time by coming forward to the microphone and stating your name and address for the record. Seeing no one, I'll close public comment. Ordinance 1550.
Yes, I'd like to move that ordinance 1550 be taken up on the second reading.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Will the clerk read the title only of ordinance 1550 on second reading?
An ordinance amending Chapter 560, the revised general ordinances, dogs loose on Conservation Management District on the beach.
The public hearing on ordinance 1550 is open. The public hearing is closed.
I'd like to move that ordinance 1550 be passed on its second reading, advanced to third and final reading.
Second.
Clerk, call the roll.
Mr. Moore? Yes. Mrs. Rich?
Yes.
Mrs. Gallagher?
Yes.
Mr. Kraftcheck?
Yes.
Mr. Parzak?
Yes.
Will the clerk read the title only of ordinance 1550 on third and final reading?
An ordinance amending Chapter 560, the revised general ordinances.
I move that ordinance 1550 be passed on the third reading and final reading, adopted and published according to law.
Second.
Clerk, call the roll.
Mr. Moore? Yes. Mrs. Rich?
Yes.
Mrs. Gallagher?
Yes.
Mr. Kraftcheck?
Yes.
Mr. Parzak?
Yes.
Ordinance 1551.
Mayor and council, I move that ordinance 1551 be taken up on second reading.
Second?
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Will the clerk read the title only of ordinance 1551 on second reading?
A deed of dedication and perpetual public access easement.
The public hearing on ordinance 1551 is open. Public hearing is closed.
Mayor and council, I move that ordinance 1551 be passed on second reading and advanced to third and final reading.
Second?
Clerk, call the roll.
Mr. Moore? Mrs. Rich?
Yes.
Mrs. Gallagher?
Yes.
Mr. Kraftcheck?
Yes.
Mr. Parzak?
Yes.
Will the clerk read the title only of ordinance 1551 on third and final reading?
A deed of dedication and perpetual public access easement.
Mayor and council, I move that ordinance 1551 be passed on third and final reading, adopted and published according to law.
Second?
Clerk, call the roll.
Mr. Moore?
Yes.
Mrs. Rich?
Yes.
Mrs. Gallagher?
Yes.
Mr. Kraftcheck?
Yes.
Mr. Parzak?
Yes.
Resolution 2019 S90.
I offer Resolution 2019-S-90 for adoption.
Second?
This is a refund duplicate tax payment to Larry Hanker in the amount of $960.90. The amount was received both by from the homeowner and also from Shore Title.
Any discussion? Clerk, call the roll.
Mr. Moore?
Yes.
Mrs. Rich?
Yes.
Mrs. Gallagher?
Yes.
Mr. Kraftcheck?
Yes.
Mr. Parzak?
Yes.
Resolution 2019 S91.
Mayor and council, I offer resolution 2019-S-91 for adoption.
Second.
This resolution provides for the borough to accept the boat, trailer, motors, and accessory equipment which is donated for use by the police department. It's donated by Mr. and Mrs., Robert and Nancy Cheadle from 99th Street.
Any discussion? Clerk, call the roll.
Mr. Moore?
Yes.
Mrs. Rich?
Yes.
Mrs. Gallagher?
Yes.
Mr. Kraftcheck?
Yes.
Mr. Parzak?
Yes.
Resolution 2019 S92.
Mayor and council, I offer resolution 2019 S-92 for adoption.
Second.
This resolution is a request by the construction office to approve a refund of $6,940 for a performance bond in connection with a project at 289th Street.
Any discussion? Clerk, call the roll.
Mr. Moore?
Yes.
Mrs. Rich?
Yes.
Mrs. Gallagher?
Yes.
Mr. Kraftcheck?
Yes.
Mr. Parzak?
Yes.
Resolution 2019 S93.
Madam Mayor, I offer resolution 2019-S-93 for adoption.
Second.
This resolution authorizes the borough to refund $1,500 to an individual who requested the same and had rented a boat slip but discovered thereafter that his boat was too wide for the slip.
Any discussion? Clerk, call the roll.
Mr. Moore?
Yes.
Mrs. Rich?
Yes.
Mrs. Gallagher?
Yes.
Mr. Kraftcheck?
Yes.
Mr. Parzak?
Yes.
Resolution 2019 S94.
Mayor and council, I offer resolution 2019-S-94 for adoption.
Second.
This resolution transfers place-to-place liquor license from Harbor Liquors to Quahogs on 97th Street.
Any discussion? Clerk, call the roll.
Mr. Moore?
Yes.
Mrs. Rich?
Yes.
Mrs. Gallagher?
Yes.
Mr. Kraftcheck?
Yes.
Mr. Parzak?
Yes.
Resolution 2019 S95.
I offer Resolution 2019 S-95 for adoption.
Second?
This is a liquor license renewal for the Union League, which is located at 222 81st Street.
Any discussion? Clerk, call the roll.
Mr. Moore?
Yes.
Mrs. Rich?
Yes.
Mrs. Gallagher?
Yes.
Mr. Kraftcheck?
Yes.
Mr. Parzak?
Yes.
Resolution 2019 S96.
I'd like to offer 2019 S96 for adoption.
Second.
This is for Fred's Tavern and Liquor Store for their license beginning June 1st, 2019 to June 30th, 2020.
Any discussion? Clerk, call the roll.
Mr. Moore?
Yes.
Mrs. Rich?
Yes.
Mrs. Gallagher?
Yes.
Mr. Kraftcheck?
Yes.
Mr. Parzak?
Yes.
Resolution 2019 S97.
Madam Mayor and Council, I offer Resolution 2019-S-97 for adoption.
Second.
This resolution is for the approval of an application from Shelter Haven Hospitality for a liquor license for the year beginning July 1, 2019 to June 30, 2020.
Any discussion? Clerk, call the roll.
Mr. Moore? Mrs. Rich?
Yes.
Mrs. Gallagher?
Yes.
Mr. Kraftcheck?
Yes.
Mr. Parzak?
Yes.
I need a motion approving 3 special events. The first one is Will Be Boys Film, the Turtle Trot, and the Cape Express College ID Clinic.
So moved.
Second?
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? We'll do our motions now on the exceptions to the single-use plastic. First, I need a motion granting the exception to the Dairy Queen until November 31st of 2019.
So moved.
Second?
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? I need a motion for an exception to be granted to Douglas Fudge, and that exception will go till June 15th of 2019.
So moved.
Second?
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? I need a motion for an exception to be granted to Paw Prints until July 31st of 2019.
So moved.
Second?
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? I need a motion for an exception for Separately Swimwear until July 7th, 2019.
So moved.
Second?
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? And the last one I need is a motion for the Well-Dressed Olive for an exception until July 31st, 2019.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? And I need a motion for the approval of 3 engineering projects.
So moved.
Second?
This is 3 different projects that were in the 2019 capital budget, or the capital program. They're engineering projects. One is for the design and permitting for 8 beach ADA ramps and 2 pavilions. The second is to commence the utility and road program survey and base mapping for 2019, administer the grant, do the designs, do the bid process, and submit for the permits. And the third is the 114th Street Sanitary Sewer Pump Station and force main improvements. And again, it's for survey and base mapping, designing plans and specifications to go out for bid, and obtaining the necessary permits.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? We have no items on the agenda for discussion. May I have a motion approving the bill list?
I submit a motion to approve the bill list and authorize the CFO to pay the bills when the funds are available and the vouchers properly endorsed.
Mayor, before you move on the closed session, can I just give you an update on 95th Street?
Sure, but we need a second first on the bills,
My
and
bad.
then we need an all those in favor.
Sorry.
Second.
Okay.
We got the
So we got our second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? So now you got something to say before we go to this resolution.
Yeah,
Okay.
Thank you. Ray, Grant, and I attended the weekly meeting on 95th Street construction, and I'm happy to report that from 95th Street to Fred's will be totally finished by this Thursday. If you noticed out front here that the final paving has been done, it looks great. They will be moving all of their heavy equipment to our Public Works lot for the Memorial Day weekend. And the corrections to the curbing and the base and final paving will begin on Tuesday of next week. Their target date for the final paving and any striping from Fred's to the bulkhead is June 10th, with an absolute final date of completion by June 14th. And they promised that personally to me, that they would be done by June 14th, no matter what,
And not returning?
and not returning.
So done completely, not returning in the fall? Nothing
Correct.
left to do?
Nope. They will be 100% done by June 14th,
Okay.
and that's it.
Any discussion on that? At this time, we're about to consider a resolution to go into private session. We would appreciate it if you would all remain seated until the resolution has been acted upon. At the conclusion of the private session, we will come back into public session for the purpose of either taking action as a result of our discussion in private session or to simply adjourn. It is also possible that someone might bring up some other item of business in public session after we come back from private session. Resolution 2019 S98.
Mayor and council, I offer Resolution 2019-S-98 for adoption.
Second.
Clerk, call the roll.
Mr. Moore?
Yes.
Mrs. Rich?
Yes.
Mrs. Gallagher?
Yes.
Mr. Kraftcheck?
Yes.
Mr. Parzak?
Yes.